Hello everyone and welcome back to STW Sports. I'm here right now outside Horsforth train station, ready to begin my day. It's nearly 6:20 in the morning. First game today is Brentford versus Swansea City in the Championship playoff final. Very excited for this one. Really cannot wait to get down to Wembley. I'm expected to get there about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Yeah, I'm just so excited for the weekend in general. It's the first time I've done something like this for a very long time. First time I've been in London for well over a year as well, so certainly excited right now. As you can see, it's very quiet around here, but you probably expect that at 6:20 in the morning. But yeah, we're going to get straight on with it anyway. But yeah, very excited for the 3 days ahead that I've got. 3 playoff finals in 3 days. What more could you ask for? Yes, please join me on this journey. Very excited. Hello everyone and welcome to Wembley Stadium. Brentford take on Swansea City in the Championship playoff final on day 1. A very interesting game ahead. Both leagues meetings ended in 1-1 draws and Brentford beat Swansea in this playoff semi-final last season. However, when it comes to Wembley records, Swansea certainly have the upper hand. Since this place opened in 2007, Swansea have got 2 wins here and a draw. The draw was away to Tottenham Hotspur in a Premier League away game, and the 2 wins were in the 2013 League Cup final and the 2011 playoff final, which is 10 years ago tomorrow. As for Brentford, they played 3 games here and lost all 3, including 298 days ago, the playoff final last year, which is a 2-1 defeat to rivals Fulham. Very interesting game ahead, and earlier on this week I called up with Birmingham City fan Jordan Evans, and his team tasted playoff victory back in 2002, 19 years ago, on penalties against Norwich City.
So playoff final weekend is here. What a couple of games we've got in store. You've got the Championship final tomorrow, Brentford versus Swansea, and then you've got Sunday, Lincoln City against Blackpool. Cannot wait. We'll start off with the League One. You've got Lincoln City versus Blackpool, and what an achievement for Lincoln. 4 years ago, they were sat in the conference. They did manage to go on a cup run in 2018 and unfortunately got knocked out by Arsenal. But what an achievement for them to get into the League One playoff final and 1 foot in the Championship. It all comes down to one game, and anything can happen in one game. Blackpool, what an exciting team as always they are to watch. Jerry Yates has been banging in goals for fun, and he's managed to fire them up the table. I am predicting a Blackpool win. I just think it's a little bit of a step too far for Lincoln come Sunday. So I am going to go for a Blackpool win. I think it'll be an exciting game, end-to-end game. Blackpool like to play like that, of course. So I think that'll be dictated into the game. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Blackpool win, which means they'll win the Championship next season. And it will be a brilliant away day for me. It's my favourite away game, Blackpool is. And then we've got the biggest game in the English Football League, the most expensive game in the Football League. Millions and millions. It's 140 million plus if you get into the Premiership. Both teams have got a lot riding on it. Of course, Brentford have been knocking around there for a few years and they keep coming on strong. But they are a ready-made Premier League club. And what an achievement for them if they can get there. And they fully deserve it as well. Swansea have gone about their business very quietly. They have fell out off the pace a little bit towards the back end of the season. But they do know how to pull out a result. So, again, that's going to be a very interesting one. I think it's going to be a very tight affair. 1 goal, I think, is going to be in this game. And I think it's going to go to Brentford. And I think that they will take the game on and go up to the Premiership. They deserve it. Not saying Swansea don't, but Brentford fully deserve it. Brilliant footballing team, brilliant footballing manager, brilliant players. And I do expect them to be in the Premier League come the end of kick-off on Saturday. Either way, it's going to be a brilliant game for the 2 games going on. 4 sets of fans involved. 2 are going to taste victory. 2 are going to face defeat. I've been on the back end of both of them. And I'm sure that everybody will agree the victory side of it is going to be brilliant. But yeah, fantastic 2 sets of games. Looking forward to it as a neutral. And bring it on.
Thank you very much, Jordan. I also caught up with some Swansea City and Brentford fans ahead of today's big game.
First of all, I'm really looking forward to meeting up with people I haven't seen for 15 months because I didn't get to the semi-final last week, so this is my first game since March last year. After that, I think this is anybody's game. I don't think you can pick a favourite on either team. Obviously, I think Swansea are going to win, but I think it's going to be a really, really close game, and I think we'll nick it by the odd goal.
So what's your overall score prediction, would you say?
1-0 Swansea.
Nervous, I think all of us are, aren't we? We're all nervous. I'm really pessimistic. These 2 are very overly confident, so a bit of a mixture.
Well, it was 10 years ago tomorrow you did win the playoff final against Reading, so do you think that could play a bit of an omen there?
No, I was there. I think today is going to be a totally different game. I think Brentford are stronger than Reading were, and I don't think we have got as strong a team as we had 10 years ago. But you don't know in a one-off game, anything can happen. So fingers crossed.
So, I mean, you've obviously beat Barnsley in the semi-final to get here. You placed Brentford in the semi-final last year. Your league meets have been 1-1 draws this season. I mean, it's very open going into this game, you can possibly say.
Yeah. What do you think of the games, though, we played against them? Up at their place, I thought we were better. Yeah, but down our place, they were by far better than us. So, yeah, you're right. It's going to be tight.
So, you guys, what are your score predictions then?
Oh, score prediction.
2-0,
3-1, Swans.
I'm pessimistic, so I think it's going to go to extra time, and it might go to the dreaded penalties. So that can go either way. So that's my prediction. I hope I'm wrong.
The saying goes, it's 10th time lucky, isn't it? I really do hope so. It's going to be such a close game. It's really tough to call, but I feel more confident going into this game than what I did last year.
I mean, obviously the two league meets have been close, both 1-1 draws. I mean, Brentford's record isn't great in cup finals, but I mean, you have got the momentum. You did finish higher in the league, so do you think that could again play a part?
Not necessarily. I mean, when we played Fulham last year, we were third, they were fourth, and we all know how that happened, how that went down. I think deservedly third and fourth go into the playoff final. Swansea are fourth for a reason. It's just going to be such a close game.
Yeah, I mean, as well, we've got a score prediction for today.
Of course, no, like I said, it's going to be such a close game. I'm going for a 1-0 Brentford win.
Yeah, another game. 2-1, I reckon.
2-1.
2-1 Swans. 1-0. 1-0.
You got a good record here at Wembley. Do you think that could play a part today as well?
Yes, yeah and no. I think Brentford been hit the miss. Don't know what you're going to get. They've got a bit of bottle in it. Could do it again. I think we got it. I think we have.
Definitely.
We're really excited, aren't we? It's your first time in the Wembley Stadium today, isn't it? So you're very excited? Yeah. And what do you think the score's going to be today?
I think it's going to be 2-1.
2-1 Swansea, that's what we're hoping for.
You're saying 2-1 as well?
Yeah, 2-1 as well. That's our score today.
Very good. I mean, two league meetings are both 1-1 draws, very tight games. You expecting another one like that today?
Yeah, I think so. They're going to make it really difficult for us. I think they definitely are when they're obviously attacking. Yeah, they're going to be quite a force to be reckoned with. But I think the luck's going to be on our side. We're playing in our lucky kit today, aren't we? So yeah, and obviously we did it 10 years ago. 10 years on, we're going to do it today.
Being tight, don't see Brentford running away with it like a lot of people think they go into. I think it'll be a little 2-1 to the Swans.
Yeah, very good. Your record's good here at Wembley as well. 10 years ago, beating Reading in the playoff final. So, do you think that could play a little bit of a factor, maybe?
Not really. There's no one from that team left here. That's in the past, that is. We're making our own future now.
Okay, and of course as well, the two league meetings ended 1-1 earlier on in the season. You expecting another tight game today?
Yeah, definitely. Got probably the best attacking side in the division against the best defensive side.
Okay, so what are your predictions then? You said 2-1.
2-1 to the Swans.
What's your prediction?
Yeah, well, I'm pleased we're here. I mean, perhaps at the end of the season it was a bit touch and go, but we got through, and yeah, it's a big game. I don't think we've ever lost a Wembley game. No. We're looking forward to it, and 3-1 to the Swans, I would say.
Okay, prediction?
My prediction's 1-0 to Swans. We're going to be tight, but if I was on form today and we could play as a team, Brentford, I think, are weaker than Bournemouth's squad. They've got a good manager in Thomas Frank. I believe if we play at our best, we're going to overcome them today, and we're going to win 1.
Well, we're one repeat of last year's semi-finals, knocked them out. So I reckon 3-1.
3-1?
And Tony's going to come good.
Fair enough.
Been a bit dry at the minute, but it's not just the goals he scores, it's the positions of where he goes around the park. He's everywhere. In defence, up front. Commits a few too many fouls for me, to be honest, in the box. But apart from that, the whole team's playing really well. So if we attack, that's the way to win the game.
Did you have a score prediction going into today?
3-1.
Obviously, they got the advantage of last year's playoff final, but you're unbeaten by them this season. So I think we can go out there and get the Swansea charisma behind us and do us proud.
You have a good record here at Wembley. 10 years ago tomorrow, of course, you beat Reading 4-2 in the final, and of course the victory in 2013 in the League Cup. Do you think that could play a factor today at all?
Not at all. No, not at all. We're talking about over 5 years ago, so we just got to focus on today and move forward. But the good outcome, whatever happens today, is Cardiff aren't going up, so that's the main positive attribute towards today's game.
What's your score prediction for the game, would you say?
We'll take a 2-1 win, but we'll see what happens.
Nervous, to be fair, after last season especially, come so close last season, so we've got to get over line this year. Proper nervous, but a little bit more confident than last year. I feel like we've got a stronger team, and the team's 1 year wiser as well, I hope. So hopefully that gets us over the line.
I mean, obviously the two league meetings are 1-1 draws. I mean, very close games. Do you think you expect another close encounter today?
It'll definitely be close. I don't think you can take too much from the two meetings before. I think both teams are going to play slightly different formations as well. So it'll be a slightly different game, but no doubt it'll be close.
What's final score prediction for today's game?
If I'm honest, it's bad luck, but I'm going to say it'll go extra time, and I'm going to say we'll nick it in extra time.
Half time in the Championship playoff final, Brentford 2, Swansea City 0, an Ivan Toney penalty in the 10th minute and Emiliano with a goal in the 20th. What a start for Brentford. Surely now they cannot blow it from here. 2-0 up, looking comfortable. It's surely their time now. As for Swansea, not been their best game. They had a little bit of a threat towards the end of the half, but Brentford have been in full control in truth. Last year's experience really has seemed valuable for them. I'm fully expecting them to go on and win now. It's been a lot easier in a sense that I thought it would be, but I don't think Swansea are out of this yet, but I'll be very surprised if Brentford don't win it at the same time. Let's wait and see what happens in the remainder of the second half. So the full-time score from Wembley Stadium in the Championship playoff final, Brentford 2, Swansea City 0. Fantastic result for Brentford. It was quite comfortable in the end in truth. Swansea also got a red card. Jay Fulton was dismissed for a horrendous tackle in the 66th minute. Great result for Brentford, and they are finally in the Premier League for the first time since 1947. Very exciting times for them. As for Swansea, disappointment, but they'll be hoping to bounce back next season. But yeah, great day for Brentford fans. Cannot wait to speak to them now.
It doesn't feel real yet. This is a feeling that I've wanted to feel for a long, long time. It's going to take a while to sink in yet.
I mean, obviously you took the lead early on last year. You mentioned how the slow start really let you down. This year it's completely the opposite. Fantastic performance, and of course, well, you managed the game pretty well, you can say.
Well, I think the fans played a key role in today's performance. I don't think if it was for us, I think the players really went into sixth gear for this game. I'm taking that comment back.
Just absolutely wonderful to be part of it. Really proud of the club. Got to say a huge thank you to Matthew for everything he's done for us. Really proud of the fans. We've all, because of the way the tickets were allocated, all of the people you see here today have been loyal for a very long time, and we've been through the highs and lows, and to experience today has just been superb for everyone.
Well, let's just hope fans are back. Let's just hope there's full capacity. It's going to feel something different. Obviously, it's just going to feel like a cup game every game.
I thought they handled it fantastically well. We kept expecting it to come. We were waiting for it to come. And the fact that it didn't come, and Swansea are a fantastic club, great supporters by the way, I've got a lot of respect for Swansea and their players, and the fact that it didn't come says real positive things about our players and the way they handled themselves and the way they played today.
When you were on the podcast, though, said it ended in tears last year. It's ended in tears again, but this time for good reasons. So
Happy tears.
Congratulations to Brentford.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely buzzing, yeah, it means so much. It's been a bit of a journey, but it's almost like fate was meant to be. Last year, there was no fans here. First year in a new stadium. We wouldn't have been able to watch Premier League football game. This season, obviously, fans are back. Next season, playing Premier League football with fans would be fantastic. So yeah, it's great. Buzzing.
Still hasn't sunk in. Probably won't until the weekend's finished. I keep saying to myself, we're going to be playing Man City and Liverpool at home next season. Doesn't feel real. My dad started supporting Brentford back in the 1920s, so it's been in the family for a long time. Managed to get him to the stadium this year, so he's seen the new stadium for the first time. If we can get him to see another game in the top flight, because he's obviously seen Brentford there before, that would be astonishing. But yeah, I mean, I've got no voice left. It's even until the 90th minute and the 96th minute when they blew the final whistle, we were still worried because it's Brentford. But yeah, as you say, we're in the Premier League now. They can't take it away.
So, hello everyone, and day one of my Wembley weekend is now over. Of course, Championship playoff final has just happened. Brentford 2, Swansea City 0. Fantastic result for the Bees, who will now play Premier League football for the first time since 1947. A great day all round. The fans have been very supportive, which I really appreciate. And hopefully, when the video does come out, a lot of you will be watching it as well. But yeah, been a brilliant day. Lovely weather as well, which is always a bonus. And yeah, fans have been very supportive. Been a fantastic experience. Probably my biggest as a sports journalist so far. And I'm very thrilled with the support I've been getting throughout the day. But yeah, fantastic. So good to see fans back in the stadium as well. And there's just been so many people I've seen stay from both clubs. And it's just been brilliant. And yeah, the fans have been really upbeat. Even the Swansea fans as well were very... they were very nice about the loss as well, really. No drama or anything like that, which is brilliant to see. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, and hopefully I'll be releasing the video very soon for you to watch as well. But yes, thank you for the support throughout the day, and a big thank you as well, of course, to the Brentford and Swansea fans.